Hello, friends. I've just realised all of my filters are off on my mic. I need to go and fix that. I'll be right back with you. So enjoy the music and I'll fix it. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. I think what I actually did was, because I checked all my filters were still on, but I was so much louder. But I've turned the gain knob down on my UM2 box and it seems to be okay. Let me know if we need to adjust it. Not entirely sure what was going wrong, but we're here. So hello, hi, it has been a hot minute since we've been here. And by hot minute, I mean literally it's been like 2 weeks. I needed time to do some things. We've been doing a lot of stuff in the garden. If you guys are on the YouTube or have been following the YouTube, you've probably seen we've had a couple of gardening vlogs come out. So I've been doing a lot of stuff out there, getting that stuff ready. I've been trying to prep as much as I can for this Amazing Minutes Creativity Month, which I'll explain properly in a minute. But it's been a while since I've been here, so I'm kind of trying to find my streamer feet again. So bear with me 1 second while I just kind of, figure my life out and remember how to do this. How is everyone? I hope we're all okay. We are doing a hand cam stream today because we're going to be writing. Oh, excuse me. I am very crunchy today. I don't know. Maybe I need to go and take an antihistamine at some point. It'll be fine, but apologize for my voice being super crunchy. I'm going to take a sip of tea, actually. Yum. So I figured to be fitting for today, we have actually gone with the Brave Bookworm tea because we're writing a book today for this month. I have big plans. I have lots of plans for May in terms of all sorts of different content. We're talking YouTube and stream. I'm hoping to be able to keep shorts going through this as well. So even TikTok will get some stuff as well. But basically, we are going to be jam packing this month with a lot of different stream content. We're going to hopefully get some demo stuff out. We've got some more gardening vlogs coming. There's going to be a lot happening. But what we're going to be doing on our Thursday streams for the entirety of May, assuming everything goes as planned, we're going to be taking part in a creativity challenge which was made by a good friend of mine and fellow creator. She is over mostly on Kick, but she's also here on Twitch and she's also over on YouTube as well. I'll do a little shout out for her in a moment. Excuse me. But my good friend Amethyst May made a challenge which was kind of a way to encourage people to be more creative, and it's sort of pretty much after everything that happened with NaNoWriMo. If you guys know everything that happened with them, I won't go into it here, but we basically, like, a couple of us were talking about it, about wanting to do a creative challenge that we could do sort of together and something to replace Nano. And one of the things that May came up with is this idea of the Amazing Minutes. So not only is it a pun on her name, but it's also during May, and I just thought it was hilarious and really fitting. And it was like, it was absolutely perfect. It was like, we got to get in on this. So the idea of Amazing Minutes is to do at least 30 minutes of creative anything and do that once a day at least. So we are going to be on our Thursday streams doing our creative time as being our writing stream. If any of you were here back in December, you may remember we were doing our damn book December streams where I was trying my best to get my freaking book written because it's been in my brain for over 7 years and it's never been written on paper or anything like actually like substantial has been written. So we worked on this in December and we wrote about 12,000 words in December. So my current document is sat at about 22,000. I'm hoping if I can focus and actually get something done this month, I'm hoping to reach about 30,000. A little bit more would be great, but if I can reach 30K, that would be grand. So what we're going to be doing is pretty much on our Thursdays, we're going to be here. We've got the hand cam going so you guys can see me writing in the book. We'll fix the angle if need be. I did kind of have to move it a little bit beforehand because I was getting some weird rumble. So I can try and fix this if need be right now. Let me see. That's probably going to be about as close as we can get it, I think. But hopefully you'll be able to see me writing over here. You'll see me writing over there. So hopefully the hand cam is good. And yeah, so throughout the month, be it on stream or off stream, I'm going to be doing some creativity every single day to earn points in the Amazing Minutes challenge. It's 1 point for every 30 minutes that you do. 1 point for showing evidence for doing it, and 1 point for checking into Amethyst May's streams. So if you don't know Amethyst May, let me do. Make sure I'm typing it correctly. Oh, I know sometimes on some of them she goes by Hey Amethyst May. Let me double check that before I shout out the wrong channel. I have her somewhere. I can find it. Go over here. Gonna bring up a new tab. Let's mute that so that I don't hear myself. Let me just check. Okay, so on Twitch it is Hey Amethyst May. So if you don't know May and you are interested in all kind of, like, I believe a term that was used for her stream, which I very much agree with, is aggressively wholesome, which I love. May is a VTube slash facecam, depending on what she's doing, streamer, and she does, like, this is the worst kind of shout out I've ever done in my life, but I'm trying to get my streaming feet back, so bear with me. But she does VTubing, and as I say, she does facecam as well. She's been doing a lot of stuff recently for Kick Road, so if you're over on the Kick side and you want to go and find her over there, she is Hey Amethyst May over on Kick as well. She's also on YouTube, either under Hey Amethyst May or just Amethyst May. You'll be able to find her. You'll know it's her because she's got a VTuber model with the long purple hair and the tiefling horns, and it's so cute. But she's been doing a lot of work at the moment with, like, setting up planners and doing podcast chats and doing crosswords together and stuff, and playing a lot of Hollow Knight. So if any of those things are something that you're interested in, please go and follow May. And if you want to earn points throughout the challenge and not do anything creative, you can do so by checking in on her stream every single day that she's streaming, and that will earn you points. If you want to know any more information about giving points for the challenge, she does have it in her Discord, but I'm not going to offer the link because it's not my Discord. So head on over to any of her streaming platforms, as I say, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick. Go and have a chat with her in her stream, and if you would like to partake in the challenge, you absolutely can do. Just go and have a chat with her, and she'll either be able to give you a link to the Discord or tell you how to participate in the challenge. And this is what we're going to be doing, is on our Thursdays we're going to be writing a book. Hooray! I'm trying to be positive about it because I am really, like, struggling to know where to go with this book at the moment. But hopefully we're going to be able to figure out, like, what we're doing with our life. It's I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. I'm so stuck of where to go in the next point in this book. Like, I left it off in this really touching moment on the beach where our centaur was having a moment for the summer solstice on the beach with starfish, and they were just having a good time during the solstice festival on the beach. And now I don't know what to do. I'm like, I think we need to meet Shelley today, who is the woman who runs the water sports shack. That's who they're going to be working for while they're here in, like, this part of town. And then they need to go and meet, and I've forgotten his name, so I need to go back through, but there was a particular character that we met, who was one of our Ente-Rukon hybrids, and I've already forgotten his name. Did I write it down somewhere? I know I have it somewhere, but is it here? Let me see. I'm trying to find it. So it's in here somewhere. The player on the team. I think I just called him, yeah, River. Okay, I should have known that. Of course it's River. He's a He's a Dobie crossed with an element born, like a water-based element born. Of course his name is River. He's a fucking surfer. I should have known that, but here we are. It's been a while. Like, it's literally been since December. I haven't touched it since then, so I'm kind of reminding myself of everything. Hi, Septic. I see you. I'm sorry. I was getting my brain sorted. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done this. Like any kind of like streaming stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh, how do I do this again? My entire brain needs to reset. But hi, Septic. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. We are for the month of May at least. As I say, assuming everything goes well, we are going to be here every Thursday throughout May. So if Thursday is your preferred day to be here, like, you're going to be here for some more content. I would cheers you, but I don't want to, like... Ooh, you can see inside my cup today. Yeah, I've got Brave Bookworm today, which is, like, I believe it's a green tea base. It's got, like, linden and lemon and orange peel and a couple of other things, and it's just tasty. Need to remember to actually use the lid, though, and actually keep the heat in, because I have a really bad habit of forgetting and then it goes cold. But... I hope you're doing well, Septic. As I say, yeah, we're going to be here doing this every Thursday, but... Oh god, sorry, my voice just cracked. I'll be okay. It's alright. I just need to get used to speaking again. So, yes, Thursdays are going to be writing streams, but I also have things in mind for our Sundays and for the Wednesdays as well. It's going to be a 3-stream week throughout May. It's going to be a big month. So in theory, if all goes well, we're going to be going back into Guilt on Wednesday to finish off, see if we can get Sally out of the scary dimension. I don't know what to call it, but we're going to be trying to get her out. And then I have got set up, so once we finish Guilt, we're going to be moving on to Castle Fear, which I played the demo for ages ago and I freaking loved it. The only problem I had, which I'm hoping to get the demo out on YouTube soon, but in actual terms of the gameplay, I was actually not able to finish the demo because it kept crashing in certain points. I gave all the information to the devs and they looked into it, so fingers crossed everything's going to be okay. But it's been a while since then and the full game is now out. It came out last week or something, so I grabbed Castle Fear. I'm super excited about that one. So that's going to be our new Wednesday horror game once we finish Guilt. And then Sundays, if I can make it work, we are going to be playing Slime Heroes, which is a Whitethorn game that I've been wanting to play for a while, and my controller's been playing up. So if I can get my controller working, hopefully Sundays will be a bit of Slime Heroes. And then we're going to move on to a new Spinwheel Sunday game, because as much as I was enjoying Calico, it wasn't really interesting me in terms of a stream game anymore. So I might play more off stream, and every now and then we can maybe hop back in and see what's new. But I think I want to respin for a new game for our Sundays. So if we can get Slime Heroes to work, that will be our Sundays until we finish that game. If it doesn't work or I can't get my controller to function, we are just going to spin a wheel. We can spin it live on stream and get it downloaded, assuming that it actually is able to do it while we're live. But that's basically going to be the plan. Thursday, Wednesday and Sunday. I said that in a weird order, but you know what I mean. 3 days a week stream. Hopefully still going to be getting our Thursday videos out as well. It's going to be a lot, but I'm hoping we can do it. It's supposed to be relaxing after submitting an essay yesterday, but the need to write decided to kick down the door. Oh, yeah. It's like you've just done a whole big piece of work and you want your body to rest, and you're like, self, please chill out. And it's like, no chance of that. Just once you get in work mode, sometimes you just kind of have to follow it and like ride the wave, and like eventually your body will just go, no, it's time, just stop. So I suppose if you've got a writing bug and you've got stuff to do that you want to focus on, absolutely follow it. And if your body just goes, okay, it's time, that's also fine. We're going to be doing some Spirit City Lo-Fi today, so if you would like some chill vibes, once we get into that, I'm going to go over to the game screen in a moment and get that set up, but we're just going to have some chill vibes. I can get some music going, get some good sounds. I just bought the kitchen DLC, the Cozy Kitchen DLC for Spirit City, and I'm stoked. It looks so good. I was supposed to be doing work the other day, and I spent my final 30-minute Pomodoro session decorating my kitchen, and I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. But it's fine. So I'm actually going to hop over and get that open now. Let's Where is it? There you are. We also have lurk bait running as well, so if anybody wants to fish during the stream, absolutely feel free. Okay, we're in there. Let's head over to the game screen and get this all set up. We're going to pause the Spotify music. It looks like you have audio, but there it is. There's the visuals. So I think we're going to stick in this green room today. This is my like favorite like chill room for when I'm using my, I almost called it a self-sim then. I'm so Sims 4 coded, but this is my character and I just got the new, like, it's not a new skin, but I bought a new skin for me for the little doggo because it matches perfectly, like the green and the beige absolutely perfectly matches like my top and the entire like vibe of this whole place. So like we're gonna stick and have the puppy at some point in my own time, but I actually think what we're gonna do, I was supposed to come in here. Let's have a look. Spirit companions. I want to get Inkster because I always love to have Inkster going when we're doing writing streams because like, I mean, look at them. They're a little like quill and ink and they're so cute. But let's think about like, should we buy a new skin for it? We have the green and purple. Oh, I have the rainbow. I forgot I had that. All right, we're doing the rainbow. Let's do it. I don't have music on right now, but I am going to play it. I turned it off the other day because I was editing the music in my video and it was like having the city, like the Spirit City music going at the same time as the music in the video. It was a little distracting, so I had to turn it off, but we have it running now. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let me know if you need me to change the volume of it at all. Fortunately, it's your dissertation, so now I have time to start a new chapter. Hooray! So was that the final piece of work that you needed to submit, Septic? I know, like you said, you're working on your dissertation and that you were so close to getting everything finished. Like, are you done now, or are you still working on the final piece? Let's see. Let's go to activities. I want to show you the kitchen as well, like, because obviously, like, I was just doing it up. I've been sitting at this table a lot, but like, for anybody who doesn't know what's in this new pack, you can sit here in the dining room. Let me close down the activities page for a second, just have a look at this section. So we have this like little dining area with the booth, the table. You can change the wallpaper and everything, and you can put a bunch of stuff on the table. I did originally have pancakes on here, but because the little popper that we have was on the table, it was like he was lying inside the pancakes, and I thought that's too much temptation for the little pup, so I took it away. But you can have a look at, like, they've added all these different like color sliders and stuff, and I don't know, I haven't checked the rest of the like apartment to see if we can change it on the other screens, but you can like go in here and like completely like customize your colors and everything. Like, you see the wall, we can change it and have it red, you can have it white, bright yellow, you know, there's all sorts of different colors. I have accidentally just changed it from what I had, which was, I think it was in earth tones, right? It was this one, this like green color. Yeah, so there's lots of different things you can do in this one. You can do typing, you can read, or you can have some like brekkie. If you wanted to sit and eat your soup, you can have some going on there in the dining room. And there's a few things in the kitchen you can do as well. So there's like chopping veggies. I love this animation. I was watching this the other day, just the slowly chopping of the veg, the good, like the actual like proper knife control. Like if you watch the way the fingers like they're chopping, and they're actually like proper knife control, and it's like such a cool little thing. There, look at that, look how cool that is. Like the knuckles like actually like properly like knife safety. It's so fun. And then you have dishwashing, which gets you a slightly different angle, and I know like this can be really soothing. There is also a sound that matches this. So let's turn off the wind and the birds for just a moment. Turn the music down because I want you guys to hear this. But so I'm just putting it up really loud so you can hear it at the moment. It's like water ASMR with the occasional like clinking of the dishes. So like if you wanted like the sound of the dishwasher going, you can have that. I'm going to turn that off for me right now because it's a little bit much. But that's that. You can do whisking. So if you want to bake, you can do all this, which I kind of love because you have like the little cookies and everything. But like I added the bread basket. We've got the like the baking machine at the back there. And you can stand here and you can cook. And you can simmer as well. So depending on what like what action you want to do in the kitchen. There's a couple of different things here, and I just thought they were really, really cute. I have been, while I've been editing this week, I've been sitting back here with the laptop up and just enjoying life, but there's reading, but there is no writing action back here, so I actually want to go back. I'm thinking we'll go to the fireplace today, and we can do some writing in the fireplace. Inkster has got his book out as well, so let's get some sounds going. I think what I generally like doing, for me, I do like a little bit of the wind and a little bit of the birds as well. I'm going to turn the music down just a touch. There it is. Just the really subtle wind and the bird sounds. Occasionally I like the rain as well, but like I usually do that when it's raining outside to like match the vibe. But this right now is what I like. The fireplace, I'm a little bit like 50-50 on, because like I like to see it, but the crackling sometimes is like super like disconcerting to my brain. I don't know why it doesn't like the sound, but yeah, I believe the dishwasher, I'm just really checking. I think the dishwasher is the only new thing. The tasty sizzling and bubbling, maybe the kitchen ambiance, I think was there before. But yeah, there's a couple new things. So if you like are interested, it's not that expensive. And it's just really cool. But we're going to be sitting here in the fireplace today, doing some writing. We are going to, let's start a new list, shall we? Add new task. What should we call it? Let's just do A-May-zing Minutes session. That's what we're going to call it. And basically, we're just going to tick this off at the end of stream when we've done our session. And I'll tick this off every day that we do our 30 minutes as well. So that can be our task for today. And the timer, let's start with these 4 sessions. That will be 2 hours worth of work with the 5-minute breaks in between. And we can set some more up at the end if we want to keep going a bit longer. But this, let's see, 2 hours from now will be just before 4 o'clock. So by the time we add all of the breaks in and all the ad breaks from, which I'll try and line up, if I can get a break in Pomodoro with our ad breaks on Twitch, I will try and line those up. So that's what we tried to do last time, and it sort of worked. So that should take us to about 4 o'clock. And if we want to go a little bit longer and do an extra hour, we can set up 1 more hour. But if you want to work with us, we have our 30-minute sessions, 5-minute breaks, and it will beep. There'll be no mic while I'm doing some writing, so we can just vibe with Spirit City and have fun. So I'm curious if you guys are doing anything today and you want to do any kind of creative work. What are you doing today? What is your project? And if you do want to get involved in A-May-zing Minutes, I will be able to link you or re-shout out Amethyst May. Thank you to May for creating this challenge and basically forcing me to write my freaking novel. So hopefully if something gets done, we have somebody we can thank for it. So current goal is getting the first draft to the word count as a journal alongside, but they'll be submitted separately. Fair enough, yeah. So always the thing I hated the most about uni when it came to the creative things we had to do was like you didn't get merit just based on the creative piece. You had to have a reflection. You had to quote other texts that said like, this is what theory is I'm using. Like I can't even think right now of what it was, but it was like adapting different kinds of work. You'd have to be like, somebody said this is what adapting work is like, so I've quoted them and I've said this is what they've done, and I've quoted 10 other journals because it needs to be a minimum of a 1-page bibliography. And I'm like, girl, can I just write like a poem and have the poem speak for itself, please? Like that was always the hardest bit about uni. I always just, the contextual stuff and the linking stuff from like, I have to like justify my creativity. That was always the hardest thing. Okay, I think because we've got the camera up there, can we put this over here? What about underneath? Does that work there? I think that works. Kind of wish it lined up with this bit a little bit more, but it's fine. So yeah, we're going to do our 30-minute sessions. I'm not really sure, like I say, what I'm going to be doing in the book today. To be fair, I never really knew what I was doing in December either. I just kind of started writing and my hand was just going and I was like, okay, I trust the process. I don't know what I'm writing. I don't know what's about to come out, but I'm trusting it and working with it, and we managed to get 12,000 words written. So hopefully we're going to get something a little bit similar, kind of like, obviously I'm not going for like a specific word count, but as long as I can write something, it's going to be fine. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of like write a note that just says they party and go to bed, and just kind of close off, because I ended in like a really odd spot last time where I had a thought about like this like one-on-one conversation they were having, and I just kind of stopped it. So not really sure what to do to close the conversation. I think I might just go, good question. What do you like about writing a book by hand? That's a great question, and it's something I always like to talk about because like it's, I don't know, it's like such a nerdy little thing for me. But firstly, I just like having a journal. Like, I love journals and I never know what to write in them. So like doing novel stuff, like I've got this like really beautiful like green book. You've got like, I don't know, it just looks good. So having a book where you can flick through and go, this is all of my thoughts, like I spent time on this, is just really nice to have. But in terms of the process, the thing I like most about it is that it slows my brain down, because it needs to wait for my hand to catch up, and it makes my thoughts actually go quicker. So pretty much like when I'm typing, my hands can go so quickly. I'll get like 3 or 4 like words in, and my brain hasn't had a chance to catch up and make the rest of the sentence yet. So I'll just like, I write a little bit, I'll get stuck, I'll stop, and then I won't know what to write next. But when I'm writing like physically, it kind of gives my brain a second to catch up, because it's taken me so long to write that by the time I get to the end of the 4 words I'm thinking of, 4 more words have popped up in my brain. Does that make sense? It feels weird to explain it, but in a way, like it's nice, like a really nice feeling, like a tactile feeling anyway. But in terms of actually getting my thoughts down, it gives me an extra moment to process. So yeah, it lets my brain catch up, and I love it. It's like, I mean, not only is it nice, as I say, to see it all written down, but like honestly, outside of like school, and we're going back to like university. So I graduated in 2015, and in the last 10 years, oh god, I've been out of uni for almost 10 years, guys. I feel old. Time is a weird soup. It's fine. Let's not worry about that. But pretty much in the last like 10 years, because I haven't been doing like uni notes or anything like that, I've not really been writing anything. And yeah, like actually doing it by hand is sort of like reminds my hand how to work. Like everything's typed nowadays, so it's like a weird feeling to get back into writing stuff by hand again, and it's just nice to do. Yeah, no, that's a cool question. I appreciate that. Right, let's see. I think I'm gonna take a sip of my tea, and then I think we're about ready to go. We're about 30 minutes in, so hopefully at the end of the first 30-minute session it'll be around the ad break, so I can time the first break up. It totally made sense. Rely on typing a lot when writing fan fiction, but remember doing some by hand. Yeah, some things it's like nice to type, and like especially if if you're someone whose like brain works really quickly, but you can just be like, thoughts are going, I'm typing and typing, especially if you can touch type. I can't touch type, so I find myself like, I'll look at my keyboard, write a whole sentence out, and I'll go back and half the words are spelled wrong, and I'm like, ugh, okay, now I feel like I need to go back and correct my spelling, and then I forget what I'm doing, and I get so stuck that like when it comes to this kind of stuff, like during uni, my dissertation was written entirely in like pencil on paper. I didn't do any of it typed up like to do the original draft. I needed literally like, it was very specific conditions. Lana Del Rey's Born to Die album, the curtains wide open, natural daylight, and had to sit with a pen, or sorry, with a pencil and paper and write it out by hand. It's the only way my dissertation got written. Hi Johnny, how are you doing, friend? I hope you're having a good Thursday. Oh, I've been like umming and erring if I want to put honey in my tea, but I think it's actually okay. Okay, I think I'm about ready to go. And I say this knowing I'm gonna like start the timer and be like, shit. And my brain just kind of stopped. So if you see me sitting and not doing anything for a while, like, bear with me. It's been a bit. So we're just like, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna vibe. Today I might not get that much written. Like, I'm alright to just kind of hang out, do some like co-working, some chatting, and just kind of figure out what we're doing. It's been 2 weeks since I've been here, and it's been, how many months is it since December? Um, 4 months. It's been 4 months since I've written anything on my book, so it's gonna take a second to figure it out. Has my camera flipped? My camera's backwards. Okay, interesting. I mean, I don't know if you can see it because it is flipped. I thought it was the right way around, but I actually have a little bracelet on today that says "You're enough" on one side and "You are loved" on the other. It came with an order from a hoodie where it was like, it says on the front, "You are enough," and on the back of it, it says, "Dear person behind me, the world is a better place with you in it. Love the person in front of you." And I freaking loved it. But I didn't get one of these bands with my order. My mum got one with hers. And well, actually, she got two. She got white with purple on it and purple with white on it. And she went, "Do you want one?" I'm like, "Yes, please." So I snagged one. But I was wearing it today so you could see it on camera. And I've just realised the camera's backwards anyway. So that's fine. I don't know how to flip that, but it's all right. You can see the book. You can see it kind of as I can see it. Like, it's tipped in the same direction. I don't know. I'm confused, but it's fine. Just having tea in a acclimating brain words. Acclimating to the day. It's so nice and sunny out. It's been such nice weather recently. It really has. Like, I was wearing a jumper this morning and I had to get changed because I was too warm. I was like, I really needed to like cool the fuck down. And I want to have all the windows open, but there's so many like bees and wasps around and they keep coming in the house and I'm like, bro, like, can you stick, you have the entire world outside and I'm in here in my space, please go away. Like, but I'm getting braver. I actually helped a little, I don't know if it was a bee or a wasp, they look the same to me, but I helped one get out of the bathroom today and I was so proud of myself. I didn't run away. I got like one of those like hand swatters, and like I was like, okay, it's gonna be able to stand on it because it's all like it's got all the holes in it. And I reached out like arm's length and I went, okay, get on the thing. Ugh. And I like waited for it to climb on top of this thing, and then like slowly moved it towards the window. And the first time it flew at me, and it scared me shitless. And I was like, no, 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 please, please don't do that. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help myself. Like, work with me here. You want to go outside? I want you to be outside. Just work with me. And eventually managed to get it on the end of the stick. And I was literally arms like, go, 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 go out the window, leave. And it flew away. And I closed the window and I was like, oh, I did it. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself. I did a brave thing today. I did it. Yeah, it was one of those things, like, I didn't want to see it as like a big step, but I have to try and remind myself, like, I ran away from, I've still run from a bumble. They're fucking huge and they make a massive noise, and it's the noise that I hate the most. Like, seeing this thing like beeline, literally, like, pun intended, beeline for my face, and then that sound like going right past my ear. I hate it. So I'll still run from a bumble, but they keep coming into the house, and I like started off by being like, okay, I'm gonna like, it's on the window, I'm gonna like reach around and try and like push the window open and walk away. So I'm like, okay, my hands have been like fairly close to them, and I'm like, okay, I'm actually gonna help one today. We're getting there, we're figuring it out. Like, I'm like, at this point, if I want to spend so much time in my garden, I have to stop running anytime something comes near me. Like, I have to try and figure it out. Like, even if we come to a thing of like, I'm scared of you, but we have a mutual understanding that I'm in your space and you leave me alone while I'm in it, like, it should be fine. There was a big fuzzy bumble in the back garden the other day. I love them. I like the idea of them. I don't like them when they fly past my head. That's, I think, to be fair, it's that part which I don't like. Like, the sound is not fun, but like, I like butterflies, and some moths can be cute, but like crane flies, I hate them because they'll come at my face. I don't like things flying around in my personal space when there's like, I can see them inches away from my eyes and I can hear them right near my ears. It's just not a nice feeling. So what I think I'm going to start doing when I'm outside gardening is I'm just going to put some headphones on, because then if I can't hear it, then as long as it doesn't land on me, I'll be fine. Like, like I swear to God, I was like, you know, the thing where like you think something's on you and you can't get rid of that feeling. You're like, there's nothing on you, but you're like, it's on my body, it's on my person. I know it is. It's crawling around on me and I can't find it. Like one of these like bee wasp type things flew at me the other day and I lost track of it. And I was like, it's on my back. It's crawling up my back. I know it is. And I just kept like touching like my shirt, being like, get off me. I don't want you to like sting me. But I think it was fine. It was just one of those things. I just got to get used to it. I'm out in their space, and if they come into the kitchen, it's be like, right, I'm just going to help you leave and then close everything up because we need to air the house out. It's getting too hot. We need to get some air through it. But every time we open the door, it's like, oh, so I'm allowed in then. Okay, cool. Invite all of my friends to crash the party, you know? So it's just finding that balance, but we're getting there. I'm working on it. Also, I just realised I missed your message, Septic. You're welcome. Glad to manage to ask before the pommes sessions. Absolutely. Like, it's one of those things I haven't written properly in so long. Like, I haven't... The last time I most dedicatedly... Dedicatedly? That's not a word. It is now. But, like, wrote poetry and stuff was college. So we're going, like, when I was, like, 18, 19, and I was writing, like, massive, like, depression poetry to help process my mental health. Like, I was writing a lots of stuff around then. And then I went to uni and I had to write some stuff for that, which kind of got rid of the fun of writing for me. So I stopped doing it for a long time. And it's only really in the last year that I'm like, I should really start writing again. I haven't written much in the way of poetry, but having like spent December writing this, it's been in my brain for 7 or 8 years and it needs to get written down. So I'm absolutely down for like questions about what I'm working on, like the process, and I want to hear like what you guys like to do for creative stuff. And again, as I say, like before we get started, just one more final shout out to May for making this challenge. 30 minutes a day doing any kind of creative activity gets you a point in the challenge. Checking into her streams every day gets you a point in the challenge as well, and showing proof of your creativity stuff is another point. Again, I'll say I am not going to give links to her Discord because I haven't had express permission to do so, but if you go and check her out, it's Hey Amethyst May on Twitch and Kick, and it's either Hey Amethyst May or just Amethyst May on YouTube as well. Just go and check in with her on one of her streams. She's going to be live today. It's pretty soon, actually. She said 9:30 and she's 5 hours behind me. Let me just check to see if she's online right now. If she is, you can head over right now and just kind of go say hi. But okay, no, I don't see any message. So, but she's going to be going live very soon. So if you do want any more information about the challenge or how to join the Discord, go and check in with her. But hopefully we can get some book writing done throughout these Thursdays. And I'm going to shut my mouth and stop talking now so we can just enjoy some Pomodoro and get some work done. So if you guys are working on a project and you would like to know, or like to share, sorry, what you're up to, feel free to let everyone know in chat and we can talk about it. And I just put a little command in there just so you guys can see this is what we're working on. We're trying to do Project Neverland, and hopefully we can figure out where to go, because as I say, last time we left off in the middle of the beach on the summer solstice. So I think we're going to go and meet Shelley, who is the owner of the Water Sports Centre, and they're going to go and do some work for her. And then we're going to see the first instance of Peter ever finding a guy attractive. So that's going to be fun to write, because they're going to go and meet the Surfer Boy River, and that's going to be... He's sort of already fanboying over him a little bit because he saw him in the volleyball tournament and was like, ooh, hi. So we're going to see how that goes, and hopefully by the end of today we'll like have something. I don't know, I'm not sure. Like, we're going to see how it goes. If nothing gets done today, then nothing gets done, but we're vibing, we're chilling. We've got some chill vibes on Spirit City. If there's any particular like noises that you want to hear, we can, like I say, change some of the sounds up. I've got just the wind and the birds right now, and we're just gonna vibe. So you're just gonna vibe, big anxiety in chest and tummy today. You're gonna enjoy the company in game a bit to distract. Absolutely, Johnny, you do whatever you need to do, and I thank you for being here as well and vibing. I know what those kind of days are like, so hopefully we can just be some good, chill background company. Enjoy your game. I'm not sure like if you're still on the Oblivion kick right now, but whatever it is that you're vibing with that's bringing you joy and calm, I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, we're just gonna be here, just some chill music, and hopefully we get some writing done. I'm not sure. I'm gonna mute myself and we're gonna start the sessions. It'll be 30-minute sessions, as I say, 5-minute breaks. And if an ad comes in the middle of a session, I'll just keep going. If I can time it up with a break in the Pomodoro with the Twitch ads, I will. Otherwise, we'll just keep working. You won't miss anything. It'll just be me here writing. So good luck with whatever you guys are working on. Have fun gaming, have fun chilling, whatever it is you're doing today. And don't forget, if you have a hot drink, don't forget to drink it. This is your PSA, and we're going to start the timer. Oh, well, that was an interesting session. I really didn't think I was getting anything done. But we actually managed to get something. I did very much just close out as I thought I was going to, of going, they party for the rest of the night. Alki got drunk. Starfish went home early with Indy because Indy needed to go to bed. And it was basically just the party ended and they went to the chalet, did a little bit of description of the chalet, just something really basic and cute, like little terrariums with little like hermit crabs and sea glass and like a bunch of stuff everywhere. And they've just gone down to Star and Algae's for breakfast. And I'm like, during this whole thing, I was like, I just spent so long focusing on Alex, but Peter's actually the protagonist, so I need to go back and spend some time building him. So I just tried to have this little moment where he's like, I mean, he's based on Peter Pan, right? And one of the biggest things for him is freedom. It's like the one thing he wants more than anything else in life is to be free. And I just tried to think of like, how can I really express that? Because that's one of his core, like, feelings throughout the book is, it's all like, he wants to be free. And he comes from a place that's like full of spruce trees and forests and hills and hunting. He's never been to a beach before. He has no concept of what an ocean is. To be fair, neither do the people here. They think it's an ocean. It's actually just a massive lake, but they don't know because they can't pass the border. But I tried to have this moment where he's like looking out at the ocean and being like, how far does that go? And he's just absolutely awestruck because, and he's like just describing the fact of like the closest thing he has to that in his place is like, I mean, he has wings, he can get up and climb and fly to the top. He's like, when you go to the top of like the tallest spruce trees on the hill, you can look out across the forest and his sea is a sea of green. And he's describing the way the leaves sound and how it's sort of, there are similarities but differences to the ocean where like the sounds are kind of similar, but when he's up in the treetops, he can look down and he can see the end of it. He sees the end of the forest and then there's his town. There's an end. But when he's looking out to essentially what they believe is an ocean, they just see horizon. He's like, I can't see down and I can't see out. How far does it go? And it's just got him really like curious about like the freedom side of him, of being like, he wants to go and explore it and he's just awestruck. And then I decided I needed to break the seriousness and have Algie stumble in hungover as fuck. Like, it is like nightgown, like downing a glass of starfruit smoothie and going like, oh, it's the nectar of the gods, my love, thank you. And like thanking his husband of being like, you take care of me so well. And now they're gonna go and meet Shelley, who for some reason, I don't know why, I decided is going to be a dwarf cross kelpie because I wanted it to be some kind of like water-based fae crossed with another type of race. And it was like, how about like, you know, let's do dwarf and like kelpie, or maybe not even dwarf, maybe just kelpie, but trying to run along the lines of being like kelpies as far as I can see them in D&D. I'm like, I'm going to be doing a lot of personalization to this later, but I'm taking a lot of inspiration from D&D. They are like almost like hippo-like creatures, which kind of like, they're almost like they're covered in seaweed. And I've kind of made this character Shelley, which is like part human, part kelpie, maybe part dwarf as well. I'm not sure yet. I've like kind of just, I'm just throwing ideas out. And she is a no-nonsense, like sassy bitch who will tell it exactly as it is. And if you're nice to her and treat her like a normal person, she will be sweet as anything. But she is a no shit taking person. They're gonna go and meet her in a little bit at the shack and go and offer their help. And I think we're gonna see whether or not centaurs can surf today. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's see whether or not we can convince Alex to get out on the ocean. Oh, right. Let's get on with the next bit. And in the next break, I'm going to go and do a stretch and everything. But we're going to get one more 30-minute session done. While I'm vibing and trying to, like, write up Shelley's character, I'm going to do a little bit more on this, send them down to the shack. And then when we get to the next break, I will go and do a stretch and do all the things. So, good luck. And I'll see you on the other side of this 30 minutes. Okay, I can finally go on my break. I just needed to finish that thought. I was in the middle of writing up their meeting with Shelley, who is in the words I used, swearing deliciously. I'm trying to find some like aquatic themed swearing that I can use. And as they arrive at the shack, some like, you know, like those kind of work, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. You know, those kind of workers that like they show up, they do the bare minimum, and they honestly like they never are there when you need to actually like deal with their shit. They fuck up and then they fuck off. That's basically what they've walked into, is Shelley dealing with that shit. There was some merman that fucked up one of the temp workers, and they've shown up because all of the kayaks have come falling over because a piece of netting got stuck on it. So she's like dealing with all that shit as they show up, and they're like, I don't want to be here. I'm a bit afraid. Like, neither of them want to introduce themselves to her, and she's like, I don't like it. Like, and I tried to come up with some fancy swearing. So she said, it calls him a slimy, cockle-sucking, flaccid-tailed bottom feeder, and says that he'll never live to swim another day. So, God, like, forbid, like, the temp name I came up with was Manamart. It's not a great name, but God forbid Manamart ever comes back to shore, because, yeah, he's gonna get his ass whooped. I'm actually going to pause the timer because I do want to go and do a quick stretch and everything, and I know we're on a break, but I have a feeling ads are coming soon anyway, so I figured I'd just do a quick break, say, hi life, I see you, thank you for reminding me about break time. I was finishing the thought, because basically I'm struggling, but I was doing some research about kelpies and what kind of, like, I originally had this idea of like this like short stocky woman, but kelpies are 6 to 7 foot tall, so she's going to be a taller woman. Kelpies are apparently often Scottish, so imagine this in an angry Scottish woman's voice. Like, swear to St. Deal, if I get my hands on the slimy cockle-sucking flaccid-tailed bottom feeder, he'll never live to swim another day. That's the worst accent I've ever done in my life, but you get the vibe. So they've shown up, and yeah, things aren't great, and they're like, yeah, we're here for the job. Augie called you, and then she's like, well, what are you doing standing around? Go and fix, like, the snorkelers are coming back, and I got shit to deal with. Go and clean some buckets. And I'm like, okay, like, running off to do their thing. But I don't know, like, I think we're just gonna like do like a little bit of like a view of the workplace. Just basically, I just needed them a way to get a way for them to get money, because they've been on the road for a couple of weeks that I didn't really detail. I was just like, I need to do a time skip, don't know what to do. They've been on the road, they're running out of money, so they needed money. So that's what they're doing in Shelley's shack, which for some reason I thought was hysterical to call it a shore thing. So they're at the shore thing, and they're gonna go and do some work. I'm pretty much just gonna do like a full day of work. Maybe just be like that one day is just work. They go back to the place that they're staying, and maybe the next day they meet River. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it that same day, but there's going to be some like little bit of jealousy going on, because Peter wants to go surfing with River, and Alex is like, okay, fine. There's nothing I can do about it, but I don't like it. So we'll deal with that in a moment, but ads are incoming in 3.5 minutes, so we're just gonna kind of like wait for the ads to come and go and do their thing, and we'll deal with a break afterwards. Actually, what I'll do is I'll leave this to play until we get to the end of the break on here, and then once the next session starts, I'll pause it again. But yeah, I thought I'd just catch you up with where I am right now. A quick little count. Where did we get to? How have we done so far? So 1, 2, 3, and about 4, mixing those two, so we're 4 pages in. And if I can remember correctly, I think May, we had this talk before, I think at one point she said that roughly 1 page of handwriting is about 300 words. So what's that, 1200? I'll take 1200. It's 1200 words I didn't have at the end of December, so it's something, it's somewhere. We're making progress. We might not leave the beach today, but honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to balance out like how much personal stuff I reveal before it gets too far, because it's only like we spent a little bit of time with Alex and Peter, then we went to Dr. Beckman, and now we're back to them, and it's sort of like literally it's only the second time we're seeing them, and I'm like wondering if it's too early to hint at Alex's feelings for Peter, because in my mind it's very, very clear. It's not just that he's his friend and he wants to protect him because he's his best friend, but like he's based on like Alexander the Great, you know, he's this like battle worn, like incredible warrior, but he also has a soft side, and I want to show that, but I'm wondering if this is too soon. So I'm thinking maybe in my brain what I might do, because this is, I can like just pick this scene up and move it later, that once we finish with the scene, what I might do is actually like go back and be like, this is like there's a lot of like personal stuff with Alex that gets revealed in here, and especially when River gets involved. So I'm wondering if maybe this is something we should do later on and do it more towards the middle of the book, where like they're on their way to the big city and doing stuff there where like things are about to go badly. So like here's the big emotion reveal. Also, by the way, the bad stuff's about to happen. So like shelf your feelings because shit's about to go down. So I'm feeling like this needs to be later, especially because there's so much light stuff in this, like the solstice party and a lot of like heartfelt feeling stuff that maybe makes more sense to do later. So I'm gonna finish this, but then maybe figure out what's actually gonna happen beforehand, because this definitely feels like a later scene. Furious keyboard smashing has resulted in 7,152 words. Heck yes, that is nothing to scoff at all. That's a heckin' great job. Oh, right, okay, ads are in 30 seconds, so I'm gonna go and do a stretch, run to the bathroom and everything, and the timer is paused, so if you like want to keep working, feel free. We're just gonna pop some clips on, so let's head over to the back screen. I'm gonna get some clips going, and actually let's do the shorts today, why not? So let's get this going, and I'll see you back here in about 3-4 minutes time.
Gonna brush my teeth.
Okay.
Sure, take your time. Heaven's about to blow up, no biggie.
Oh, we actually brush them. Get it. Get them teeth cleaned.
Gonna brush my teeth again.
Okay.
We can do it again. Okay. Gonna get them pearly whites white for heaven, right? Let me just...
How many times you gonna do that?
How many times are gonna let us brush our teeth? I wonder if our teeth will fall out if you do it too much.
Hey!
Oh!
I'm the magical tooth elder. Just wanted to pop by and congratulate you on brushing your teeth a bunch of times for no reason.
Here's this guy.
I'm glad you like oral hygiene instead of being a piece of shit like my sibling Elder Tree. They're really into congratulating people who try lots of different coffees.
Oh my god, I love this dude. The fact that that's even a thing that happens, please. I love it. Oh, hi.
Amiva.
You look snazzy in your outfit. You're wearing the same colour as I am. I like that. Let's talk about skiing. Yeah, skiing is fantastic. Yeah.
Harpy.
She loves the outdoors. Great. Hey, don't run from me. Ask her about her day. Ask her about her career. You know, just have a chat. Don't walk away from me. I'm trying to talk to you.
Bobnet.
The team leader at Barcia Data Corporation. That's a job. I don't know what that means. I'm sure she enjoys it though. She doesn't want to talk to me though. Okay, bye. Alright, let's get going through this a little bit quicker. Oh! Oh, the shooting gun! Oh shit! Whoa, okay. Space! Shift and... Control, control, control! Gotta get everything going here. We've got the smashing, we've got the... Oh, we need to get the bash on the bubble, guys. Oh, something just exploded. That hurt. Oh, they're up there. Oh. Hold F for shield. Smash. And the slicer. Grab the stars. Get this guy. Hell yes. If we decline, he says, our kin cannot stay out here exposed. We will move on and remember your rejection. Captain Baron will remember that.
We have acquired our prize. This does not seem normal. Are we okay? Oh no. Well, I guess we're flying now. Oh, that was brilliant.
Okay, let's go see if the door changed. Nothing happened. Do, 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 do. Don't mind me, I'm not an army treat, don't mind me. I'm going, there's no stamina bar, it's not telling me I have to slow down. F the whale. And f this guy. Run, June! Heckin' run! Oh my god, get the door, get the door, get the door, get the door. Ugh. Are we good?
You know what? I didn't like the way that cop looked at me. She didn't notice. Let's continue. Bread? I don't like the look of you either. Get screwed. Oh, no, not the soup. That cleanup job is gonna suck, but I don't care because I'm a cat. This is the goal. Who needs wine when you've got steak? Oh, look at that prize. Oh.
Dawn!
I didn't do anything. Ha ha ha. You shouldn't have left your steak up there.
Hello, friends. We're back. Ugh. I'll be honest, I've been sitting here for like a moment just stretching and stuff and watching some of those shorts. I'd forgotten about some of those, like some of those were like early shorts and I was just enjoying them. Like the Blue June shorts. It's been a heckin' minute since Blue June. So like rewatching those shorts, being like, oh, fuck the whale and fuck that guy. Like it's been a bit and it's one of those things, it just reminds me of why I enjoy doing like variety stuff and why I don't want to go niche, because like Blue June was horror and it's indie, but like if I'm only doing horror then I also wouldn't get to do things like Copycat, which was hysterical. I wouldn't get to do these writing streams, and the fact that I can do writing today, horror on Wednesday, and then chill vibes on Sunday, it's like it makes me so very happy that we can do all of that. And I'm like, some days I get super disheartened about it, being like, it's really hard to grow on Twitch or on YouTube, especially YouTube, because it doesn't like variety. It won't push variety. So the fact that I'm doing gardening and demos and Sims and horror and all of these different things, it's just, it doesn't like to push my work. And it does get super disheartening, like I say, because like you don't necessarily see things growing or changing. But then I see clips like that and it just reminds me why I do it. Like I do it because I enjoy it, and we get to hang out and vibe and spend time together, just getting scared, doing some creative stuff, having chill vibes, all of the different things we get to do. And like I'm glad we get to do it together. It makes me happy. So I'm glad we get to stick to this stuff. Not me thinking it's Wednesday. Damn. To be honest, I time has been very weird recently, like not knowing what's going on when. Like I think part of it is the fact that I've not been streaming, and I'm like, I can't go like, all right, it's Wednesday and it's Sunday, those are stream days. And you know, like I did my editing of my shorts on a weird day. Usually that would be a Thursday, but because we're doing like Thursday streams now and it's been such a long time, I already did half my shorts, and I was like 2 months ago that I ended up finishing it on a weird day, and I'm like, I don't have a clue what day of the week it is anymore. Like time is weird. But we're here. It is Thursday. Um I guess sadly that means I guess you have work in the morning life, so I guess that sucks. Um but hopefully we can like chill and vibe tonight. I'm probably gonna be going until like 5-ish if I can figure out some more writing. If I get to a point where I'm just like my brain is done and I can't, then we might stop a little early, but otherwise 5-ish I reckon is what we're gonna try and go up to. We're gonna see what happens. As I say, we kind of just got to a bit where they just met Shelly, and Shelly's pissed because Manamar is fucked stuff up. One of the temp workers has come in, not given a shit, and they've gotten there to a pile of kayaks on the floor, and so I'm basically gonna get like, Peter does not want to get involved in the dirty work. He's like, he does art and he does music and he's very like free and all of that, but he doesn't like doing grunt work. He's never really had to do it before, so he's gonna have to get his hands dirty today and literally roll his sleeves up and get cleaning the bait buckets and stuff, like getting ready for the next session. Like they need money, and he's about to learn very fast what it's like to live in the real world. So we're gonna get to that in a moment. We'll have just Alex doing a bunch of the grunt work, and I reckon we'll do like a full day of work just humbling them. I mean, like Alex does a lot of physical work anyway. As I say, he's a fighter, so he's used to doing physical work. He doesn't like to do stuff for free. Like in this case, will be like, he's a hard worker, he's got a good work ethic. This is nothing to him. But Peter, this is going to be a whole world changer. He can't just float around in the hammock and watch the sky go by anymore. Like he has to actually do work. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see how he deals with this. And to be honest, I don't even know how he's going to deal with it. I'm just kind of writing and seeing what comes out. So I guess we'll see what happens. Let's get started on the next 30-minute session. The next two, go in the rate we're going. If we have a break, like we're probably going to end up having an ad break during a work session, the way the time is working out, but we'll see what happens. So we're going to get started now. It's 3:20 for me, so this one's going to go until just before 4 o'clock. And then we'll have a break. So, but here's me thinking we're going to get an extra half hour or an hour session in after this. I talk too much for that, so we might only be doing 2 more 30-minute sessions, but we'll see what happens. So I will see you guys on the other side. If you've got any work you're doing, feel free, as I say, like, to let us know what's going on. Otherwise, I will catch you on the other side. Good luck, friends. I'm actually just temporarily going to come out of mute for a second to do a little thing and say, hi, May. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. If you guys didn't know by now, not only is May an incredible friend and one of our Brewmaster moderators, they're also the creator of this challenge that we're doing, the A-May-zing Minutes today. So please, if you don't know May, like, go and give them a follow in all the places. Twitch, Kick, YouTube. She's all over the place. She's everywhere. And she's made this challenge this month to do a bunch of creative stuff. And as I said in the chat, like, this honestly has been like, I needed to get off my butt and do some writing. And I'm thinking maybe if I can do like, I don't know, like May, December, and then maybe sometime in like September or something, like 3 times a year where I just spend a month just working on the book. Like, maybe in the next 2-3 years, maybe I'll actually have a first draft. Like, we'll get there in the end. But thank you, May, for creating the challenge and having some fun. I know you said you weren't, and words are hard, but you ended up saying that you weren't going to be streaming today, but it's good to see you. I hope everything's going all right and that you're doing well. And yeah, we're currently on the beach. And they've just had a really hard day of work, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with Shelley. Like, she's just kind of, they've just finished the day of work, they've just kind of slumped down on the beach having a drink, and she's like, okay, fair enough, you guys did good. We've had some temp workers that have been shit. People just take me for a ride sometimes, but you're actually all right. And now we're just kind of, they're just chilling. And really, like, the main reason of going to Shelley is for them to get some money, and it's going to be where they have a proper meeting with River. But I'm like, Shelley is a cool seeming character, and I don't want her to just kind of be there as like the boss bitch that pays them and is never seen again. Like, if she's never going to be seen again, I want her to leave an impact. And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I can do with her here. So I'm just kind of stuck a little bit, because I don't just want to go, all right, they do the day of work, she tells them they do a good job, they go to sleep, they go to work the next day, and then, by the way, River's here. Like, I want to try and do something here. Like, this is an opportunity to do something with Peter, because, like I say, we've spent a lot of time in the last, like, few scenes, like, on the beach with Alex, and it's supposed to be about Peter as the main character, you know? Like, he's kind of the protagonist in this whole thing, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time with him and doing some character building on him, and I'm like trying to find opportunities to do so, and I'm just really struggling. So there's like, I just thought I'd come and say hi and just like talk some things out and figure out what I'm trying to do with this, because I don't know what to do. I'm a little bit stuck, because I'm trying to deal with, so basically the whole, like, spoiler alert, the whole theme of the book is essentially about what it means to be human, and the fact that these characters are a, like, genetic, like, science matched with magic hybrid new race, with human as the base, one non-fey race and one fey race, and this is all done by a completely human doctor who's got absolutely, well, I say doctor, he's a scientist who's got absolutely no fey blood, no non-human blood. He's a purebred human, and what started as a positive project by the granddad, he then shut it down because he realised it was cruel and he wanted them to just live their life. The grandson then reopened it and is kind of poking around in places he shouldn't be poking in the Feywild. And this is all kind of discovered by Peter, and stuff happens, and it's all like, as you meet different characters, it's sort of like, what to them does it mean to have human elements? Like, not them specifically going, like, I'm part Glowra, but being human, the human part of me means this, blah blah blah. It's just like trying to explore the theme of it without explicitly saying it. And Peter's part of being human is the fact that, like, because, like, I guess, like, with life being finite for human, like, the human race, but also us having this, like, innate curiosity to, like, travel and go to other places because the timeline is so finite. This like mixed in with the fact that it's like, you know, he's based off of Peter Pan, and Peter Pan can fly, and he's all like about never growing up and being free and living their own life the way they want to live it. Like, that freedom is something I really want to explore with Peter about like how humans express freedom, like what freedom means to each individual. And I think that's like, because it's one of the main themes with him, I'm like trying to express it throughout and have him sort of voice it and figure out what his version of freedom actually means. So every time I get an opportunity, I'm trying to like put in little hints, like he was like looking across the ocean earlier on and being like, I wonder where that goes, kind of like wanting to explore it and be like physically be free to go out like elsewhere, but how I can express that in other ways. And I'm honestly really struggling with that side of things at the moment. Like, I don't know what to do with it. So that's what we're doing. That's why if you don't see me doing any work for the next 5-10 minutes, it's because I'm just thinking hard, but we'll get there in the end. So I'm gonna just like hop myself back onto mute and have a think, and then we'll come back together in the next break and kind of we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Okay, I think maybe I came up with a compromise. It's a little bit of a difficult conversation to navigate, and I'll probably have to go back and revise this a few times. Maybe have this actual conversation in person with people and kind of get their other views on it as well, and get like real people's views on what I'm trying to say. But I'm kind of trying to put it forwards as Shelley loves her job, and Peter doesn't understand why she would love this job, this thankless job, which is tiring and filthy and like has workers that don't respect her. He's like, I've worked one day here and I hate it. How could you possibly love this? This is awful. And she's like, what are you talking about? It's awful. It's great. And I try to explain like why she loves doing what she does. And it's taken a bit of a weird turn. I don't know how I feel about it, like, but I'm just trying to like have a conversation. If it ends up being somewhere else, it goes somewhere else. But it's turned into a conversation about like, it's like she says like comes a point in life you realize something very important. You're either a giver or you're a taker, and trying to explain the difference between surviving and indulgence, and how the reason why she does what she does and why she loves this thankless, like forgiving, punishing, like hard job is because she gets to give to people. Like, she gives to the takers. They show up, they give her a little bit of money, and then they teach them a lesson. They go out, they indulge in their snorkeling and their paddleboarding or whatever it is that they're doing. They go and they have fun, and they come back and they don't even have to deal with the gear at the end. They just go, all right, cool, see you later, bye, and they walk away. And then all of the hard work of cleaning the gear and restocking for the next day and everything, that's done by Shelley, and she's absolutely run off her feet. And she's like, I wouldn't have it any other way, because I realized I don't want to be a taker, I'm a giver. And she says, like, when you survive, you trade. You don't give, you don't take, you trade. And it's trying to explain that the reason she loves it is because she's realized she doesn't want to take. She works in the ocean, she gives to the people who want to indulge the ocean. She any scraps that come from the fish, she's providing people. She's giving that opportunity for people to learn and to go and take food home. And anything that they don't take home, she either puts back in the ocean or she gives back to people, like she's giving a service. And I'm trying to sort of explain it in the sense of being like, he's like, don't you feel stuck? And she's like, no, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is the free, like, for her that is freedom, because she's giving the service she wants to give. She's running a water sports shack and having fun doing it, because although she's run off her feet and she has shit workers, she is still getting to, she gets to be by the ocean and she gets to see people leave her place happy. And for her, that is the greatest sense of being free, is doing what she loves, getting paid for it, and going home at the end of the day knowing she's done a good job. And he's like, she's trying to get him to understand that freedom isn't no job, go wherever you want, no responsibilities. Sometimes freedom is having responsibilities that you want to have, if that makes sense. And it's a hard conversation to have, because I'm not entirely sure how I want to phrase it, but that's kind of the vein I'm trying to go down with this conversation. And maybe, like I say, I need to speak to people in real life about it, but it's a start. It's something. Time to go make lunch. Thank you for the motivational start of May stream, and good luck with the rest of the book. Thank you so much, Septic. Have fun, enjoy lunch, and it was good to see you and know that you're doing stuff, working hard. And I hope this has been some chill time to kind of get some work done too. As I say, we're going to be here every Thursday, so this is just the start of it. I'm hoping to do some other creative stuff throughout the month, but Thursdays are our novel days. And let's do a quick count, because sometimes I need to see that there's progress to feel better about my life. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 pages. I'll take it. Honestly, I'm starting to get a bit of a headache and I'm kind of stuck though. So I might do this last 30-minute session and then call it there, because I don't really know where I'm going with this conversation. But essentially what I want to do is try and finish the thought and then go, okay, cool, that's food for thought. Now they're going to go to bed, go to work the next day, and then introduce River. And then that's probably where I'm going to leave it. After that, then it's just going to be a case of, you know, describing River and seeing that conversation, and Alex having the moment of like jealousy, and Peter figuring out himself a little bit more, having some fun. And then, like I say, I'm going to be moving this scene, I think, to a bit later, because they're going to leave here, and maybe I'll make the beach be right before the main city, or like one city away from the main city, because then shit's about to go down and stuff. You know, I've got to figure out my map. I have to make a map of the area so I know which way they're going. But they essentially are journeying to the mountains, and they're going to go past this beachy section. And I have to kind of get a vibe for, like, geographically how you go from a beach and a massive lake to mountains. Like, how are they going to get there? They have to end at the mountains. That's in my brain. They're going to go to this specific place. They're going to find the Ice Maiden that lives up there, the angry bitch that is just kind of, she lives up there. She has all the secrets, and when they meet her, shit's about to go down. So I'll kind of want to have this light moment beforehand, this teaching moment, and then we're going to travel on, and then be like, by the way, the shit's hitting the fan. So yeah, I got to figure it out. So yeah, let's just see what we can do. We're gonna do this one last session, and then I think we're gonna go see if we have someone to raid out to. So good luck to anyone who's working in this last session. I know I've talked through some of the time, but it's fine. It's all part of the process. Technically, I'm still working. I'm just also talking. So good luck in the next 27 minutes, however much it is. Yeah, 27 minutes down here. So I will be back at the end of that. that is it, friends. We've reached the end of 2 hours worth of 30-minute sessions, and it's like the perfect time to end it with where I've ended it here. We stopped with them going back for a second day of work. Peter's like looking out towards, they had a break because it's like fucking hot as sin on the beach, so he's like, they've been given a break. Alex is like, no, I'm gonna keep working. So he's inside and he hasn't seen any of this yet, but Peter's outside like chilling in the shade, looking at the surfers going, man, they look so fucking free. It's like flying, which I enjoy doing because it's very freeing and I can fly, but they're doing it on the water. And next thing he knows, the surfers are coming in and one of them's River and he's shirtless and he's covered in water, and it's like the Mr. Darcy scene, or whatever it is, like that everyone always like raves about, where like he walks out of the water and everyone's like, oh, hello. It's like that sort of moment where River's walked out and he's gone, oh, hello, you were wearing a shirt yesterday, I didn't notice that. And now he's like having this little moment where it's like he's not realizing exactly what's happening. He's just like just now finding out that he's attracted to River, and he's like, oh, okay, so that's gonna be for next time. I'm looking forward to it though, because River, I decided to give him his last name, be like, oh, he's like the captain of the volleyball team, and he's like, he already knows his full name. It's almost like he's like a minor celebrity in the town for that, and his full name is River Ebbing, and I'm like, I don't know, it just seemed cool. I don't know, it's funny. But yeah, so we're gonna meet him properly next time. I'm gonna do some more research between now and then about dobies, because I want to make sure that I'm like understanding them properly, like the way they secretly do stuff for like what's referred to in the documents I've been reading as the landlord, which in this case would probably be Shelley, where like they do little jobs for them and they live not in the place, they don't live there, they live elsewhere out. Like brownies would live in the place, but dobies similar to brownies, but they don't live on the property of the person that they're helping, and they like secretly do little things, like they fix things around the place, and they do like little nice things, or what they think is nice things, but the person who has the dobie unknowingly usually is like, I'm so confused why that's happening, and they get frustrated because things keep getting moved or like reorganized or something, and they just start getting frustrated. And the dobie mistakes that as them thinking they need to work harder, so they double down on their efforts. And essentially that's what I want to happen with River, is he loves surfing and being around Shelley and Shelley's place so much that he's been like reorganizing the shelves or something, or like doing something in the shack that he thinks is helpful, but actually like it actually pisses Shelley off, and she doesn't know who's doing it, and she's just like getting frustrated with it, but he actually doesn't know that she's getting annoyed by it. And I kind of want to have this moment where like Peter or Alex or both figure out that River's been doing it, and they're like, yeah, she doesn't like it, and he's like, what? Am I not doing enough? I'll do more next time. I'm like, no honey, that's not what we mean. Like, oh, the dogs are going mad. Okay, wonder what they've got worked up about. But yeah, so pretty much it's gonna be like this cute like surfer boy energy, where like, bless him, he doesn't realize when people are annoyed at him or when he's actually being insulted, because he just doesn't understand that it's an insult. So people will say shit to him and he's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know, I can't even think of anything right now, but like they are so like gullible, they don't understand insults, so that's why they don't get upset by insults, because they don't know what's happening. So I'm excited to write him. He's like this very cute, kind of like helpful in an unhelpful way kind of surfer dude that's not entirely the brightest, but he just loves surfing and doing stuff, and he's gonna be fun. He's part element born as well, so he's like water element born, so he's got like literally his eyes are like look like the ocean. His hair always is just perpetually wet. Like people would think like, oh, it's because he's sweating because he's doing sport or because he's surfing, but no, literally like he could be out of water and not shower for 3 days straight and his hair would still be wet, because that's element borns for you. Like, they're always constantly, like, it's like they're wet all the time. It's just like a trait of being a water element born. And I want to sort of see how I can bring some of those traits together of the Dobie nature with the element born like attributes and powers and stuff, to kind of see, because essentially we're going to come up with, like, if you all have ever seen Buffy, they have like the final fight and everyone comes together in the final season and they all have their role. Like, Willow does the thing with the magic and Buffy goes and fights and Spike's got the amulet, and that's pretty much what I want to do. Is when it comes to like the final fight scene, everybody that is like a named character whose name ends in the ER, the Entei Rukon names, I want them to have some kind of role in the end. Like, even if it's just one little subtle role, like I can't remember if it's element borns or dobies, but one of them can like slightly change their appearance a little bit and they can create like confusion spells. The element borns, if they're water based, can create like the water spell that I'm gonna say wrong, but I'm gonna try, like Zene's aqua form, which means they can turn like a 20-foot square or whatever it is of water, or also like ground, into water. And I think that would be quite fun. He's just like showing up going like, I don't really know what's happening, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm a guard, and then now you're swimming, good luck. And then it like opens a gateway for everybody else to get in, sort of things. Like, creates a distraction. Like, he's not actually gonna be in combat, he's just kind of like, I don't want to fight, but I want to help, so I'm gonna burst the pipe or something and give them a distraction. So that's kind of gonna be his role. He's like not actually gonna be like a big fighter, but I want him to kind of be there and doing something. But for right now, it's going to be Peter's crush. And that's going to be fun to write. So that's going to be next time, is we are going to write essentially try and write a scene as a guy who has never felt himself attracted to a guy before be attracted to a guy for the first time. So that'll be interesting. If anybody's got any like insight on how we should write that, please let me know. I would love to hear it. I want to write it well. But yeah, that's going to be next time. So yay, the poppers. Yeah, I did see you write that, but I was like, I'm getting my thought out. But yeah, the doggos, I don't really know. Like, I'm looking at the time, wondering why they're yelling, but I've been seeing people go back and forwards in the garden for a bit. So I'm wondering if maybe like they've just been out there with them. Like the neighbor dogs are going. Oh, that was a good productive session. I only got literally one line on this new page, so let's do an average word count, kind of. So let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. 7.5. Math. What's 7 times 3? That's 21, right? So about 2,100-ish words, and that's probably going to end up being more, because when I type this up I'm probably going to be like, oh, I've had another thought about this. And it's usually what happens is I'll like kind of write something in this without really thinking about it, and then as I'm typing it back up I'm like changing the wording I'm using or adding a little bit, taking a bit away. So 21-ish on the page. That possibly will end up being a bit more once I type it up, but that's going to be like a job for the rest of the week. Tomorrow is probably going to be a day where I'm going to go to the garden centre. I freaking love the garden centre, but I've got some things I need to go and get. I want to go buy some nasturtiums, because I want those to go around the place with the marigolds, like to be nice companion plants. I want to go see if I can get some herbs. I'm looking at like for chives, for rosemary, for thyme. You know, I want some like really nice like fragrant herbs that we're going to be able to use in cooking. Like get some sage and get them planted out in the garden at some point. And I also want to look for some tea stuff as well. I want to see if I can get some chamomile, maybe some lavender, if I can find a way of keeping it compact and not like growing wildly out of control. And if I can find some lemon verbena or some white jasmine or both, that would be great. But I need to do some research and see whether or not I got anything. So we're going to get some of that. I'm going to go grab some cards, because I have some really cute cards up there, and start getting the donator rewards for the charity event sent out. So if you were a donator and you got the £50 or above reward, expect me to be messaging you soon to let you know that there are going to be cards being sent your way. I'm going to go and have a look and see if I have any good ones down at this place. And yeah, that's going to be my day tomorrow. Is going to be going out doing that, probably getting out and doing some stuff in the garden. I'm hoping gardening counts as creative stuff because that's pretty much going to be my job tomorrow. My creative, amazing minutes stuff tomorrow is going to be getting out in the garden, and I'm going to get my 3 sisters garden planted because the beans that I planted are wild. They've gone so tall. They're almost the same height as the tomatoes that have been growing since like February. So I need to get the sweet corn planted. That needs to go in. So I'm going to be getting that sorted probably tomorrow as well. And then Saturday, not sure what I'm going to be doing Saturday, but we're going to be hopefully back here on Sunday for Slime Heroes, if I can get it working. I did sort of try it a little bit on my own, but the controllers, like my controller was being a bit finicky, and getting some of the controls to work in the game were just, it was a bit clunky, and I don't know if that was a me problem or a game problem, but I'm gonna give it a shot. And if we can get it working, we'll be playing Sunday. If not, we'll do a spin wheel and see what we want to play. I did do a test spin wheel as like a, just so at least I had a game downloaded. We'll see. I can either do that game or we can spin it live and see if we can download the game as we're streaming. We'll have to see how it goes. But otherwise, thank you for joining me here today for our Amazing Minutes Day 1. I'm looking forward to this throughout the rest of the month, just kind of hanging out, writing some stuff and spending some time together. Like, I really enjoyed it when we did it in December. Just basically just a time to sit and think and be creative and get stuff done. So I'm excited to be able to do this with you right now. So thank you all for being here. And if you haven't followed our incredible creator of this challenge, the brewmaster that you see in chat, hey Amethyst May, please go and find her in all the places. She's incredible. As I was saying at the beginning of stream, I'll do it again because I freaking love you. May is a 50-50 YouTuber and facecam streamer at the moment, depending on what's happening, playing lots of Hollow Knight, doing lots of creative things like doing like podcast chats about books and about streaming, and doing nails. It's always fun to see you paint your nails. I'm always like, oh, what colours today? So that's fun. Crosswords on Sundays, doing a lot of stuff for, are you still doing Kick Road at the moment? I can't remember when you said that ended, but I know you've been doing a lot of hard work on that. And yeah, she's over on Twitch, here on Kick, and on YouTube as well. So if you want to go and find her, and especially if you want to get involved in the Amazing Minutes thing, because I was saying earlier, May, I didn't want to like just be like, hey, like here's a link to the Discord, because it's not my Discord, but I've basically said if anybody wants to get involved in this challenge, to go and find you in your socials, or because I believe you're Twitter and Blue Sky and Instagram as well. So if anybody wants to go find out more about the challenge, feel free to go and speak to May, get involved in the stuff, go watch the streams and hang out. Through May too. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so you'll be able to get like a lot more time in that. Like, I know you've been working on getting like just chatting in IRL hours, so doing some like art stuff and creative stuff throughout May as well. That should hopefully really boost your numbers. Thank you for basically running the first day. Oh, it's been a whole big thing, and I know like you posted like saying like things aren't just, they're just not happening today, so that's absolutely fair. Like, you've worked so hard to make so much stuff happen that I'm like, all I need to do is show up and be creative. You've like created the tasks, the name, everything. You've been having just like, I was gonna say having, that's not the right word, but you've been doing the most, doing the absolute most. So I've been having a lot of fun. We're gonna go and see if there's anybody like doing anything we can go and read out to. If there's anyone you guys know that's like a maker, a crafter, anyone doing anything creative today, that would be cool to go over to someone doing that stuff. I'm gonna see who I have online. There's not usually too many people on this time of day, but we'll have a look. Yeah, most people just like playing games and doing stuff. The only one I have that's a creative thing at the moment is Game of Tomes, which I think is one of those channels that's like on pretty much all the time, which is like I don't know if they do Spirit City or if they just kind of vibe, but They are there as like a writing, like co-working, writing, creating channel, I think. So if we haven't got anyone else to go to, we can go head over there, and anybody who's doing work and vibing here, you can continue vibing over that way. But if you do have a recommendation for anyone who's doing like writing or like art or anything like crafting at the moment, if you have a recommendation, let me know. Let me have a look. If I go into the raid channel, I'm gonna go and look at same category. Anybody else in the writing? Because I actually didn't even know that writing and reading was its own category until today. I was like, I'm gonna look it up just in case. And turns out it is there. I had a lot of fun today. This was good. Let's have a look. Who have we got? I see one that I like the look of, but I know nothing about them. So I'm just gonna go and just see what they're up to right now. They've been live for 37 minutes. They should still be live for a while. Let me just do a bit of a listen, see what they're up to. So it says they're doing cozy reading sprints. To keep the chill vibes, there'll be no loud sound alerts, a space for relaxation, productivity, peaceful reading. Ooh, this seems like a vibe. They seem like a VTuber. They've got Spirit City up, possibly got like a task list going, I'm not sure. Ooh, they say what they currently read. Okay, this seems cute. I like this. If anybody knows them, they're called the Noble Saffron. So it seems like what they're doing is like reading a book together, and like they have like what they're currently reading on stream right now. So that seems fun. I like the look of them. So we're gonna go and head over to them. Let me just check the rules, make sure everything's good. Yep, no bad things. Yep, no political or religious discussions. Yep. Okay, they do say don't spam. But I'm hoping for raids it's gonna be okay. So we're just gonna pop. It's just a little message, and there's only a couple of us in here today, so. Oh, that scared me. I don't know why. I thought I accidentally typed that in her chat, and I was like, it's okay. Like it's in the right chat. It's in OBS. I just like, I don't know why. I just convinced myself. I just typed that in the raid, like pop-up box, and I was like, please tell me I didn't just write that without raiding. But we're okay. We're fine. So yes, if you want to copy the raid message, feel free to go and do so. I think we have. Did I? It's been 2 weeks. I forgot, but I do have a sub raid message as well. So if you are subscribed, you can use the second one if you want to, which has our custom channel emotes. Otherwise, feel free to grab the other one. You don't have to grab anything at all. And if you need to leave and don't want to raid with us, that's absolutely fine as well. Otherwise, if you are going to come over with us, we are going to go head over to the Noble Saffron. I'm just going to mute them for a second while we do our goodbye. So let's go to the stream ending screen. And yeah, like I say, we are hopefully going to be here live on Sunday. And if you enjoy gardening content, we do have another vlog coming out tonight. It is 3:45 right now, so it's coming out in 2 hours and 15 minutes. So if you're interested in that and like want to see some more of that kind of stuff, we had one episode come out before, which was our looking at the seeds I planted in February, but like after the fact. So if you want to see a bunch of stuff actually be sown for the first time, this is the one you're gonna want to watch out for. Words are hard. It's been a long day, but yes, we have that coming out on my YouTube tonight, and I think I need to check something. I think we actually made 100 on Twitch. Let me go and check. I need to be sure before I say this. But we were on 99 yesterday, and I think I had a follow. Yes, we were on 100. We actually made 100 followers today. That's so cool. I can appreciate all of you guys for being here and for like following and just chilling. I'm just some random silly little emo Brit that just kind of vibes, and the fact that there's 100 people that like me enough to follow and then not unfollow, it's cool. It's really cool, and I appreciate you guys. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to close down. Actually, no, it's not close Spirit City yet. I need to do some little like behind the scenes things. But what I am going to do is grab the music for you guys. I'm going to hear 2 sets of audio, but I would rather you guys have music as we say goodbye. Woohoo! 100! I did, and it was actually I am going to put follows as anonymous from this point on, so if anybody knows how to do that, like hit me up. I'd love to know. But it is awesome, and I'm going to do a little name drop, and I'm sorry to do this if you don't want to be called out, but it was actually Poet. It was Small Poet was my 100th follow, and I have to thank you, Johnny, for sharing that post, because I'm pretty sure it was because you shared it that Poet saw it and followed me in all of the places, and all of my numbers went up, and I'm like, hi, I know you, I've been in your stream, I've said hello before, like I know this person. So yeah, we made 100. What is YouTube on currently? Let me just have a quick little, I'm gonna do a little nosy peek. I think it was 148 on words. 100. Oh, I'm on 149. I'm 1 away from 150 on YouTube as well. So many things that are close to being like round numbers, and it's gonna make my brain very happy if we can get there. So thank you all for being here and for doing the things. We're gonna head on over and take the vibey energy to the Noble Saffron. So let me move my book out of the way and get my keyboard back, because I need to type things. Okay, right, so I should be able to just hit this button and do the thing. So, like I say, thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all, and if you do want to get involved in the A-May-zing Minutes stuff, either find May on any of the socials or any of the streaming platforms and go and check in there. Or if you would like to know from me, you can also message me and I'll speak to May about how to get you involved in it. So if anybody would like to like hop into, like, I mean, May, I saw you earlier on say I'm totally welcome to invite anyone. So if anybody would like to get involved in this creative challenge, you can message me or May and we'll figure it out. Like either hop into May's stream or like message me on Blue Sky or something, and we'll figure out like getting you involved in the creative stuff. For now though, thank you all for being here, friends. We're going to start the raid over to Noble Saffron. Let's hit the button. I have to remember how to do this all. There we go, so it's doing the countdown now. I will see you guys on Sunday, hopefully. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you have a very good Friday tomorrow and a good rest of your Thursday today. And yeah, thanks for vibing with me while I do some book writing. We'll be back here again next Thursday. So if this vibe is something you enjoy, we'll be back here next Thursday to do some more writing. For now though, friends, take care, and remember, it's always tea time somewhere in the world. Bye bye.